Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel for another painting tutorial. I'm Joni Young if you're new here, and thanks so much for joining me today. I'm going to show you all step by step how to paint this Christmas tree in a few colors, and I've got a few brushes here I'll go over in just a moment. Let's start off with the colors: titanium white, phthalo blue, phthalo green, and Mars black. I've got an 11 by 14 gray primed canvas and a number 30 filbert, a 20 flat, and a number 3 round. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started with the very first step. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is start coming in with white right here with my large filbert brush, and then I'm going to start to come into my green and my blue, and we're going to make it fade and gradiate to the darkest area over here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my brush first. So I'll just dip my brush in the water, just get a little bit, catch the drips. Okay, then I'm going to take white, add just a little bit to the tip of my brush, and I'm going to start on the top, and we're just going to come down, up and down, it can be a little bit tricky to get the sides of the canvas sometimes, so you sometimes just need to go diagonally like this, just off the edge of the canvas, then up and down again. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more white, a little bit more water, and we're going to start letting it fade out. And my brush is starting to get a little dry, but that's helping to create a gradation. I'm going to take some more white and I'm going to add another layer. Then I'm going to take a little bit of water without washing my brush out. I'm going to take white, blue, and green. So I have all three, and I'm just going to start right here and then work it slightly back in to that white so that it gets nice and faded and there's a gradual transition. And then I'm going to go into my blue and green without washing my brush off, and I'm going to start adding it right where I left off. I'm going to pick up a little bit more. And keep adding it till we get all the way over to the other side of the canvas. Okay, I'm going to rinse my brush out. And I'm gently, with a clean brush, going to start to pull right off of the side here. And then leave it just like that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is come in with some black, tapping into my big filbert brush here, both sides. And I'm going to start on the top, pushing on an angle. So I'm going to push my brush like this, push and tap, push and tap. Look at the wonderful shape we get to those branches. So the trick is to leave some spaces through there so that we have some blue, that blue-green background showing. Clean brush. And I'm going to take a little bit of white now, a little bit of blue and green, tap to load, and I'm going to apply a little bit of this frosty turquoise color on top of these branches. Load my brush each time. so we get a nice highlight on there and a bit of frostiness. Okay, I'm going to add some more white this time without washing my brush off. And I'm going to come in load it up again. And add a little bit more. Okay everyone, now that it's all dry, it's time to come in and start adding some decorations and some glowing lights. So I'm going to add a few little round bead type of garlands, and that kind of come down and droop like this. And then I'm also going to add some little glowing lights, so I'll be creating a little blurry circle like this with a bit of water and a little bit of paint. So I'm just going to take a little bit of water on my brush, and I'm going to get some white. I don't want a lot of paint in my brush for this, and I'm going to start dabbing on lightly, creating a little bit of a glow, pushing flat with my brush, and adding those little circles. So now I can go back and load my brush with a little bit more. Now if you have too much paint in your brush, or if you have too much water, either one of those things will make it difficult to achieve this brush stroke and this look. And all you can do is just practice and be really easy on yourself when you're first learning new brush strokes and techniques, okay? Because we all start off in the beginning doing things the wrong way. We just have to practice and get better at it. Once you add your glowing lights, then we're going to add a little bit of white, just a little dab inside. This will make them look a little sparkly. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of white, no water at all, just a little bit of white on the tip of my brush like this, and I'm going to start coming in on the top with little dabs close together. And then we'll start another one. And another. And then here's where it gets fun. You can start to cross them over. Loading my brush each time. So you can add as many as you want, make them a little bigger as you go down, just simply by applying a little bit more pressure And you can also switch over to a larger brush, a larger round brush. Add another little one up here. And I'm going to take a little bit more white, but I'm going to load my brush flat like this, just on one side. And I'm going to turn my brush over and I'm going to push and pull. Add a little bit of extra frostiness on the tree. Okay, and then I'm going to take my brush, so you can see how much water I'm using, just a little bit like this, and I'm going to just go along and pull, try to pull straight down, just right over some of these garlands to give the look of tinsel, and also to create that kind of blurry look. You know, when you take pictures with sparkly things, lights and reflective things, you get sort of a blurry look, out of focus sometimes, and you get this really pretty star effect. They almost look like little icicles. So you could add more or less, but adding a little bit of water to your brush will help this brush technique, this little flicking that you need, and it's also going to help it look a little cloudy and transparent. I'm going to come in with a few little brighter highlights inside these lights. But be creative. Add to your tree, add to your decorations, add candy canes or Christmas ornaments like the round balls or baubles. Whatever you want. This is just a start for you to get you inspired, give you some ideas for different types of brush strokes and techniques and the pretty colors. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is come in with my flat brush and add just a few little sun rays here. So you want to have a little bit of water on your flat brush, a little bit of white, and I just want to add a little bit of sun rays coming right off the edge here. I don't want to bring it over to the tree because we have a nice type of lighting going on over here. I just want to have a little bit more of a glow. So I'm going to line my brush up right on the corner, pull and flick. Okay, and then I'm going to go with the last bit of white right over the edge. And then add just a little bit more in here. Okay, so I'm going to call this painting done. This was something really fun, easy. You can all do this no matter what stage or level of a painter you are. And I want to wish you guys all the best for the holiday season. Thanks so much for your support here, and I'll see you all soon in a new video. Take care. Bye.